Hello, I'm Xarkun. This is World of Warships Legends. On the screen, you see Azerlane Nelson, level 16. Of course, this is the build that I've been using on pretty much all of my British battleships, and the Vanguard is no exception. So, we're going to take the Vanguard out for another spin. Why? Well, mostly because besides the Bismarck, the Vanguard is the ship I see the most people, or the battleship that I see most people complain about in Tier 7. And I think a lot of people make the case that the Vanguard is the worst Tier 7 battleship, which is an opinion with which I do not agree at all. This is a pretty strong ship, in fact. Literally the only downside it has is the arrangement of its turrets, because you do have to give a lot of broadside in order to get all of the guns on target. But the guns themselves, they're 15-inch guns. They have the British armor piercing, which is short-fused armor piercing, which can absolutely wreck cruisers and is fully capable of dishing out plenty of hurt on battleships. The only downside is that you do have to give a lot of broadside to get all 4 turrets on target. So, in the interest of keeping yourself alive, don't try to get all 4 turrets on target if you're facing another enemy battleship. Just don't do it. Keep the side of your ship protected and get all 4 turrets on target only when it is safe to do so. Practice maneuvering the ship, turning in and out, and shoot at cruisers, because when you do, you can get rewarded with citadels, like the one we just scored there on that Chapayev for 14,500 damage. That was a single shell. That damage number influenced by the Azerlane Nelson build. We're going to follow up that shot on the Chapayev because the Vanguard has an incredibly quick reload time on its guns. I think it's only 22 seconds, which is very, very fast. The friendly Minsk in the cap circle here pings me to get back. Perhaps some sage advice that I should take into account, but I am going to have to turn the ship. Got a Yudachi that elects to fire his torpedoes at the Minsk, which is good for me. And I shoot at the Yudachi with the AP. Probably would have better results if I had switched to the HE, but just not a lot of time to do that, and not a very good guarantee that I would hit the Yudachi. More torpedoes coming in from behind me this time, and I am sailing away from them, which is good, but there's no way I'm getting out of this without taking at least one. So I do take one right in the prop shaft, followed by another, which does a fair amount of damage. Damage control not online quite yet, so I am going to have to flood for just a second. Nearly kill that Benson there. So nice to know that 3 of the 4 enemy destroyers are around here. Very good reason for me to get out of this position and kite away. Take a look, though, at my health bar. I will have a repair party active in 50 seconds, and you can see just how much health I can regain. Now, this is not like a Nelson-level super heal or anything. No, it's not that. But this is much better than the typical heal that you would get on most other battleships. We managed to take out the enemy vacuum over there, Tier 6 French destroyer, with that shot, so that's nice. And then we're going to try and shoot at the Yudachi here. But anyway, the repair party on the Vanguard is really fantastic. You can say that this is not a strong ship, but provided it's properly angled against enemy battleship AP, it's quite tanky, it's fast, the guns reload really, really fast, and it's got a fantastic repair party. It's not a bad ship in any way, shape, or form. It's just not the easiest battleship to use. I'm going to take a shot at that Chapayev, who realistically is doing the most damage to me out of anybody else that is trying to engage me. We do hit him for 3 full penetrations and 1 overpen, no citadels, but maybe he'll think twice about shooting. Actually, he can't think twice about anything. He's dead now, so that's good. No more Russian HE spammers for me to worry about. Sneaking a shot over the island at the New Orleans. It does hit him. Unfortunately, the results are 3 overpenetrations, which, that can happen against lightly armored targets like the Nolans, even with the short-fused British AP. So it's just something that you have to expect from time to time. Now we have a full health Iowa who is threatening to come around the corner here. Hopefully when he does, he will be exposing flat broadside, and we will have an opportunity to deal some pretty nasty damage to him with our AP. We do have the reload booster consumable still available to use also, so that's good. We take a shot at the Iowa, who is turning in to angle, but we hit him for a very significant amount of damage, despite the fact that there were no citadels there. 5 full penetrations. Actually, I think 7 out of our 8 shells hit, so that was fantastic roll of the dice in terms of accuracy on that shot. And the Iowa is still giving pretty flat broadside. That hit on him a lot less spectacular than the first one, but it gives us the high caliber medal. And the Iowa is quickly, losing his hit points. He's going to be returning to port very shortly. He is angled at us now, so the AP is a lot less effective. We're getting some ricochets, couple penetrations, but one of the destroyers there, I think the friendly Udachi, takes out the Iowa. Enemy Helena sailing in a straight line a few kilometers out. We're able to do the old 1-2 punch with the front and rear turrets, and unfortunately all of those shells miss the Helena, except for that one, which overpens. So, not a big deal though, because of course these guns reload in 22 seconds. They're very quick. And I'll direct your attention once again to my hit points bar. Earlier on in the game, we were at maybe a quarter health left, and now we're up to nearly 3/4 health with the use of, I think, 2 of the repair parties. So very possible to regain a lot of health after disengaging from the HE spammers and using the Vanguard's excellent repair party. It's a good ship, all right? We've done 95,000 damage so far. Not record-shattering or anything. We've got the high-caliber medal, a single kill, and there are no enemy battleships left, really, to threaten us. It's just cruisers, and we are pretty good at dealing with cruisers in the British battleships, Vanguard and all the rest, as long as our shells hit and these guys don't turn away and dodge them, like that Helena out there is doing a pretty good job of doing. This one, on the other hand, again, flat broadside. It looks like he is engaged in a turn, but I don't know that it's going to be enough to save him from some damage. There we peg him with a single penetration for quite a bit of damage, and somebody else smacks him pretty hard. We've broken the 100,000 damage mark. We are on fire again. We've got 2 repair parties left, though, and the damage control is available, so we're not in any danger of dying. That Helena goes down, leaving only 2 enemy cruisers left. We do engage the repair party as that Helena lights us on fire again. So as the repair party is running, we use the damage control. And we still have the reload booster, which is going to come in handy if we want to try to destroy one of these last enemy cruisers quickly. Full health Boise in front of us. And there is that enemy New Orleans that we hit earlier with some overpenetrations. Gonna see if we can't rectify that, and we do by smacking his citadel for 14,500 damage. Follow-up shot there, smacks his citadel once again, and he goes down for the second kill of the game. We've scored 3 citadels. We're up to 116,000 damage, and I think we have the high caliber and Confederate medals. So we have played pretty effectively in the Vanguard, despite the, not huge amounts of record-shattering damage that we've acquired. Very nice, solid game in this ship, though, with, I'll admit it, favorable matchmaking for this ship. Aside from the 4 enemy destroyers who turned out to not be too much of a threat to us. That just leaves 1 enemy cruiser on the team left. It's that Helena out there. He is sailing forward, which is going to give us a better chance of hitting him. We may pop the reload booster here after we hit him. Nope, he goes down. Game ends. And we are victorious. So there's a look at a nice solid game in the Vanguard for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already done that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.